Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's May 29th, and we're going to call it a part 2 on curing garlic. This has been out here since we picked it, and we've got a video on that. I'll try to link it to the video, but it's been out here drying. Like to say, when we started this out, we cut these off about 6 inches. Now what we're doing today, and I've got a little bit of mess. I did have 3 more shelves of garlic here. I've just got these 2 shelves left. But now we're going to do stage 2. It's been drying a little slower than normal because the humidity's been higher. We've been getting the intermittent rains, and so that keeps it where it wants to dry slower. But what we've done now, you can see how it's starting. Some of this is starting to loosen up on here. And so what I'm doing today is preparing this for the next step. And what I've done, I've shortened these tops to about 1 inch long. I never cut them all the way up anyway. I'll leave them about like this. But I've taken and I've cleaned off the loose stuff off the edges of them, and I brought them inside, just laid them out on my work bench, some on my counter, and I'll have quite a bit of garlic in here this year because we grew so much and we're not doing the farmer's market. But we'll preserve all this later and we'll talk about that. But at this stage here, once it dries like that, I cut the tops back. And the reason I leave them long is I don't want them to dry real quick. If I cut them down short like this, a lot of times they dry too quick. The moisture goes out of the outer layers and they'll split. And then the garlic doesn't keep as well per se. I could use it because a lot of this is going to be chopped up and freeze dried. So that wouldn't be a problem for me, but for some people, that could be an issue for long-term storage. And a lot of this year I'm going to keep for storage, not taking and freeze drying it. I'll just leave it fresh, and then I'll keep it through the season, and I'll pick out my best ones once it finishes this process for my seed for next year. And then plus I'll probably have a lot of extra. But anyway, this is stage 2. It'll set in here in the climate control so the humidity is lower, and it'll slowly dry. And once it gets to a point to where it gets to the moisture content that I want, which is going to be basically the same moisture content like when you find it in the grocery store, because you don't want to store this when it's got a lot of moisture. Now I do have a ceiling fan going in here, so it kind of keeps the humidity away from it, helps it to dry. But this is the next step. You don't want to rush curing your garlic. If you cure it right, it's going to keep all year, no problem. In fact, it might keep a couple of years. I've never had extra that I've kept that long because of the way that I process it up as far as freeze dry it. But it's no problem for it staying a year. You'll have whatever you save for seed, you can plant that back, but you do want the moisture down, because if not, there's going to be some rot in them, and you'll see if you've got any that's not going to store. Once this is finished, you'll feel soft places or such in them, and you'll want to take that garlic and separate out the bad cloves and keep the good ones and go ahead and use them first. But this is stage 2. I hope you enjoyed this short video, and of course, give it a big thumbs up and enjoy that gardening experience.